it going, gamers? Sean with Team Fitz Gaming. Welcome to another session here at Charlotte Motor Speedway in tomorrow's Racing League. Got some fast drivers and some fast cars getting ready to tear up 60 laps here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Qualifying just now getting underway. A lot of action-packed, or a lot of new things here in the stream tonight. Let's see if they pay off for us here. If you haven't subscribed, if you haven't liked the channel, hit that notification bell on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at Team Fitz Gaming, Team FITTS Gaming. Get all those notifications about what's going on and when it's happening. Tomorrow's Racing League broadcast only, exclusively, same thing at Team Fitz Gaming. So like I said, as the cars are getting qualified up here, go over a couple things. A lot of fast guys and a lot of the guys we had in the race last night. Getting in prepped for the race that'll follow tomorrow night at Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's an official league race. If you'd like to join the league, make sure you hop on over to iRacing.com and locate the league in the league section. It's tomorrow's racing. Pretty common spelling there. You can't really mess that up. And request to join. Actively recruiting drivers and a good group of guys. And super excited to be a part of them. Super excited to be offering the broadcast for them and representing them in that way. And they're going to do a good, it's a little early in the broadcast, guys. You got to forgive us. They're going to do great for us in by putting on a fantastic show tonight. Last night they did 30 laps of pretty exciting stuff. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the exact same way tonight. So we'll go ahead and we'll take our first break here real fast. Right before these guys get on track. Right here at Team Fitz Gaming.
I should've known better. I know I should've never taken off. I know I should've known better. Cause when you're not around, everything feels wrong. But no one's ever treated me better. I guess I wasn't used to feeling good. I know I should've known better. But I didn't know I loved you until you were gone.
as our drivers get gridded up here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Take a run through the field. There we go. Let's take a look at our starting grid here once they get rolling. The 03 car, Nicholas Lavelle, qualifying on the pole. Just on the outside, Ricky Evans in the number 24 machine, qualified P2 tonight. David Elliott qualifying P3. Should be a pretty fast race for him. Steve Boyer qualifying position number 4. Let's just turn that off because that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? So, Jason Meeks in the 4th position. There we go as they cycle through. Like I said, a lot of fast drivers, a lot of fast cars tonight here for 60 laps at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Thank you for joining us. If you're watching, we appreciate it. A lot of great stuff to come up for you here. We talked to that guy last night, the number 42 in Sheldon Atkins, that 42 Chevrolet machine. This is going to be a pretty fast race, guys, and we can't wait to get going here, right here at Team Fitz Gaming. Make sure you follow us at Team Fitz Gaming on the Twitter machine. Check out Tomorrow Racing League on iRacing.com. As we get ready to go, green, green, green here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Three wide there through turn 1 as the leader, turn 1 back in the pack as the leader starts to set out front in front of the field. The 24 car up high. At 03 machine of Nicholas Lavelle going into turn 3 for the first lap. The caution already here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Looks like it was tangled up here pretty far in the back. Same thing happened last night if you were watching with us. Turn 1 or lap 1 caution right here on right here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Looks like the 36 of Charlie O'Toole was involved with that. The Ryan Brady 7 machine. All looks like they were tangled up in that. Let's take a look at our top 5. Running order hasn't changed too much. Nicholas Lavelle, Ricky Evans, David Elliott, Steve Boyer, and Sheldon Atkins in that 42 machine. Now up to P5 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Oh, it looks like Sheldon actually dropped down. There we go. Yeah. So P5 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We're in lap 3 under our first caution. Looks like we had some guys decide to take some service there on pit road. John Long and that 15 machine coming off of pit road right now. Ryan Brady as well. All those guys that we thought were involved in that wreck, because we didn't catch it on the stream. Catching some service there on pit road. I believe our A-car David Williams, there he is, also leaving his pit road, or living his pit stall there. We'll join back up on the track as we get ready to go back to green flag racing here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Tomorrow night, we have yet another race right here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. It'll be a great time. Not quite sure the lap count there. I don't think that's been provided to me yet, but I'm sure it'll be quite an entertainment, or quite an extensive race. I would assume double this length, but we'll have to see. We'll have to get with our guys over at over at Tomorrow's Racing League. Should have 2 to go here. So we cycle through the field. If you haven't joined up with iRacing and you're interested in throwing your hand at the wheel, iRacing.com is where's the place to be for the most competitive online and the biggest online racing community. Check it out at iRacing.com. Go on board with our leader. Or I'm sorry, our second place position. Ricky Evans in that number 24 machine. Third place with David Elliott. Steve Boyer. Sheldon Atkins. Looks like they're getting doubled up, getting ready for the restart. Green flag here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Just like Fox, we missed the restart because of a commercial, or basically a commercial break there. We are green flag though. Still 2 wide, 4 back. Coming to 2 down the backstretch. You can cover up 3rd or 2nd through 4th there with a blanket. The 11 machine slides up. And there it is, the number 42 machine marching to the front right now, all fighting for 3rd place. Still 2 wide as we come off turn 2. Looks like we had a car there on the apron, came back up and saved it. As we got to push for the lead here by the 24 machine on the back of that 3 of Nicholas Lavelle. Last lap. Ricky was over 2/10 faster than the leader. Let's see if he can turn that into a pass. Just like last night, guys, this is the racing you get from Tomorrow's Racing League. we will have fights for the top 3, top 4 again tonight. And it's showing right now with Ricky and Nicholas giving them a run for it. Somebody coming out of turn 4. 2 wide now back here for 4th and 5th between Jason Meeks, Sheldon Atkins, and that number 42 machine. Man, there's fighting all over the top 5 positions here, Charlotte Motor Speedway, and even further back in the field. 7th through 11th, pretty stacked up along the back stretch. Little pushing and shoving there between the 20 and the 6 there. Lap 11 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Going back to the front here, Sheldon and Ricky giving us a nice run. Looks like the lap times have slowed down just a little bit. Actually, Nicholas and Ricky ran identical lap times right here on lap 11. Looks like Nicholas is starting to set sail. He's gotten a little comfortable. Wow. Nicholas just ran his fastest lap of the night at a 30.983 to Ricky's 31.057. Let's take a look back and further in the pack here. Tight racing. Top 10 within 2 seconds of one another. 2 wide going into 1. Side by side is Tyler Zimmerman. Seth Noel in that 4 machine. Going down into turn 3, it looks like Seth's going to complete that pass as he can hang on to it from the outside. Actually, I'm sorry, not Seth. That's Mason. Mason completing that pass on the outside in turn 3 now. Heading down into turn 1 with that 18 car hot on his tail. Looks like Ricky is starting to slow down just a little bit. With 3rd, 4th, and 5th still battling it out. This looks like the most exciting race on the track right now. And there's a 42 on the inside. Get the 24 loose. Wow. Big carnage there as the 42 decided to sail it on in the corner. And causing wrecks all over the track here as we are under caution on lap number 15 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Wow. Tell you, action-packed stuff here. And we're not even, we're just 25% into this race, guys. We're going to let everybody get collected up under the pace car. We're going to go under caution real quick. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll talk to the leader when we get right back.
Yeah.
You want to do me after I pit?
Yeah, I'll pit.
I got a pretty darn good view of that thing.
Yeah, let him make those decisions there, Ron. Because trust me, he has more experience in broadcasting than any of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Hey, Sean.
We're back. Then we're back here, Charlotte Motor Speedway. Sorry about that. Maybe we heard some inappropriate language, and definitely don't want that to occur. Let's talk to Nicholas Lavelle, who is our leader right now, or he was our leader before that caution. Nick, you got a copy?
I got a copy.
Hey, bud, so it looks like you had a strong car. You were pulling away from the 24 there. How's it feel?
Pretty good. It comes out of the corner real nice. Haven't had any trouble. So hope I can get back up to the front without getting wrecked.
Yeah, we'll let you get back to green there. Thanks for talking to us.
All right, man. Thanks.
As they get stacked up too wide, get ready to go back to green here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And we definitely have some folks who stayed out on older tires. I think that's going to add to the slipping and sliding that's done here. It's been quite exciting. As the field comes off a turn 4, the pace car dips down. George Garcia takes us back to the green flag here at Charlotte Motor Speedway on lap 19. Looks like a clean restart. Leaders are still too wide for the first 4 positions. Pulling away from those that have pit. Still too wide. Oh, wow. Looks like George there just got super loose coming out of 2. Dip down. The 20 car takes the lead. Brian Bottomley. 12 car Steve Boyer in that Ford Mustang, though. Not going to let him get too far. Looks like he's running it down. It's going to be on his inside quarter panel as he turns into 1. Still too wide back here for 6th through 8th. Second place car, the second place car, the number 24 Ricky Evans machine, working his way back to the front after getting spun. Jacob Walker getting a run for the money, and there's the leader. Nicholas Lavelle in that 3 machine, still working his way up, took fresh tires to pit, 3 wide now going into turn 1. Back down to 2 wide. As they fight through 8th through 12th there. We'll go back to the front. Let's check it out. It's 2 wide now. Or I'm sorry, almost a 2 wide fight there for the lead. The 20 car Brian Bottomley and 12 car Stephen Boyer. Stephen Boyer now on the inside. Coming across the stripe. Fighting for that turn 1, or fighting for that P1 position. Going into turn 1. Side by side. Action-packed racing here. It's the Tomorrow Racing League Charlotte 60 Thursday night edition. You want to join the league? Oh, in the wall there, the 20 machine. He slides on back. That gives the 55 machine an opportunity for Jason Meeks to get up there and fight Stephen Boyer for the lead. And as I was saying, still side by side, coming across the stripe here. Lap number 23. If you want to join in on this fantastic racing, make sure you go to iRacing.com and do a search in the league section for tomorrow's Racing League. You will have excellent racing like this many nights of the week, guys. It's phenomenal. Now getting nose to tail for the first through 4th positions there. Looks like Ricky Evans is giving a strong fight here to Mason Mangum. Sorry about that. Really working his way up towards the front. Nicholas Lavelle, though, looks like he stalled out. He was sort of this early race leader, led about 12 laps before that race caution. But the 42 machine got into the 24. Another 3 machine now on the inside of the 42. Going to make that pass here. That 3 can hold it down there. Looks like he didn't. He got clear of him. Coming across the stripe. Lap number 25. Jason Meeks not letting our leader slide up too far. Running pretty close to the same lap times there that last lap. Both in the 31.15s. 5/1000ths of a second separate these two cars. Jason Meeks just a little bit faster, but he can't get that pass completed on Steve. On Steve, rather. Let's take a look back here at 7th place. Mason Mangum still fighting with that 42 machine. And it looks like the Nick Lavelle machine the 03 machine of Nick Lavelle still working his way to the front, now up to 9th after taking 4 tires, some gas. Field's got a little spread out now for the first time tonight. Of the 20 cars that started tonight, we still have 14 running after, I believe that was about a lap 15 caution, lap 14 caution. And that 24 machine for Ricky Evans, now back up to 4th after completing a pass on Brian Bottomy. Looks like now that we've gotten settled in and some laps under us, wow, nose to tail there. George had to back out of it. George Garcia, who actually started the race in the lead, 2 wide now with the number 1 and the number 42 machine going into turn 3. Well, the 42 comes down and Rex Mason again. Second wreck there by the 42 as he come across the stripe. Caution is out. Caution is out. Man, what a crazy, crazy turn of events. That 42 machine, after being fast in practice and last night, now onto a second caution. Mason gets caught back up to the field here. Bill gets bunched up going into turn 3. We'll see who takes tires. Tyler Zimmerman in that number 18 car. Looks like he's going to head down. Looks like everybody's going to come this time. We'll see who wins the race off of pit road. At lap number 31, just past halfway, the Charlotte 60 Thursday night race. Who gets off pit road first? Who takes the gamble? Did anybody take 2 tires here? I don't know. We'll see. Looks like Steve Boyer got off pit road first. There we go. No, who? Oh, we had a couple guys stay out. Looks like Steve was one of the first ones off pit road, though. What happened there? Oh, there we go. There's our leader. See if we can talk to, let's see if we talk to Tyler Zimmerman at number 18 machine. Tyler, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, bud. Look like you got a fast car there. Tell me what you think.
Well, it's setup's a lot better than it was earlier when we were racing, and seems to hold the track a lot better.
Good deal. You think you can get up there to the front? Is it that fast?
I think so.
Good deal, bud. So, just for the audience at home, was that a 4-tire stop, or did we take a gamble and run too?
That was a 4-tire stop. Hopefully the last one.
Good deal. We'll talk to you later, Tyler. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Field gets ready to go back green here. Just like Tyler Zimmerman, if you want to join tomorrow's racing league, make sure you go to iRacing.com, do a search for tomorrow's racing league, or you can give us a follow here at Team Fitz Gaming and continue watching all the action as we bring to you these races exclusively. Looks like they got the one to go. They're getting ready, getting stacked up to go back green here. Lap number 34. Let's run through our top 5. Stephen Boyer came off a pit road there. Jason Meeks in the 55, Ryan Worley in the 6, and then Tyler Zimmerman in the 18 and P4. Brian Bottlemy in the 20 car coming out of nowhere earlier, putting on a strong run. Car's getting too wide, getting ready to go. Right along with the leaders here in the bumper cam as the pace car gets off. Heads down pit road. Let's take a listen. That 3 machine right on the nose there of the leader. Right on the tail of the leader. And green flag right here in Charlotte Motor Speedway as they're underway. They head down into turn 1. A lot of 2x2 racing. As the leader breaks out in front of the rest of the group. And the 55 machine now just putting a hurt on the field as they pull away from the 3rd place position of Tyler Zimmerman as we talked to him right during that last commercial. It looks like we are under a caution again here, Charlotte Motor Speedway. So we can take a look and find that wreck or what happened. Not quite sure what occurred there. Steve Boyer now back under caution, but is the leader here. Since everybody pit last caution, I'm sure there'll be a lot less of that, and hopefully this caution will be a little bit quicker. Let's talk to a guy who was at the front of the pack here just that last restart. Now falling back all the way to 10th.
Gauge, that's
Ryan, welcome. You got a copy?
yeah.
Hey, bud. So it looks like you had some struggles there on that restart. How's everything going?
Yeah, that restart, it was just, I decided to do 2 tires, trying to get some track position. We all know how hard that is to do here, but, yeah, I just about spun tires and then 20 just never let up.
I got you. Do you think you get back to the front tonight, or is it something now you're just trying to scrap for a top 5?
More like scrap for top 13. I don't think I'm going to have much chance to gain more positions. Probably sit back here and save some tires. Hope these guys at the front burn theirs off and be able to get there and pass a couple.
Good deal, Ryan. Good deal, Ryan. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, again, guys, this is a live broadcast, all right? We're talking to drivers who are heated and some are defeated, okay? And sometimes a little bit of explicit language is used. It shouldn't be, and I apologize for that. But if you want it raw and you want it real, you want it in its truest form, you're going to get that right here at Team Fids Gaming and Tomorrow's Racing League, the exclusive provider of Tomorrow's Racing League's broadcasts. As we get ready to go back green flag racing here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, let's take a quick second and talk to our league owner. Our league owner, an overall good guy, Mason. Mason, you got a copy?
I got you, Tower.
Hey, Mason, so I know we're getting ready to go back green here. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to, how can everybody join the league? What's the easiest way?
Well, if y'all want to, y'all can look us up on the iRacing League page.
And if you look up Tomorrow's Racing with a capital S, I'm not sure if Sean's kind of elaborated more, but we do run the Xfinities on Friday nights as well as the COTs on the Saturday nights. So if y'all want to join, you can look up my name, you can look up the league, whatever the case may be. Most ideally, though, is definitely just to look it up in the directory, though.
Good deal, Mason. We appreciate your time. Good luck.
Thank you.
As the leaders get stacked up to go green here again at Charlotte Motor Speedway. As the pace car exits off of turn 4, heads down the pit road. Green flag is back in the air here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Jason Meeks on the outside. Jason Meeks on the outside, Steve Boyer on the inside going into turn 1. Steve tries to pull away with that lead. He gets it closed out by the backstretch. Top 3 single file, double file here, 2 wide. Back up with that 42 machine, man. We've talked to him about him a lot tonight. Been the cause of 2 cautions, but that's just good hard racing here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We talked to Tyler Zimmerman just a little while ago as well. He gave us a good update on his car. Felt like it was something he'd go up there and fight the leaders with. Who snuck up into the top 5. Who is that? Oh, I think it is. It's the number 3 machine. Nicholas Lavelle giving him a run for their money. He led, 12, 13 laps here at Charlotte Motor Speedway early in the race. Won the pole. Got tied up with some pit road drama. And is now working his way back up from the pack as he's now heading to pass Tyler Zimmerman for that top 5 position. Too wide there for top 5. Tyler Zimmerman, Nicholas Lavelle for that position. As we come up on lap number 42 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Just 18 laps to go. Still too wide. Closing up real super tight there, coming out of turn 4 into the tri-oval. There we go, and as he completes that pass, top 5. Welcome back to the top 5 there, Nicholas Lavelle. Let's take a look at our leader, Steve Boyer. A 1.66 gap, or 0.166 gap back to Jason Meeks in second place. With 20 cars starting this race, 12 cars are still on track. They're fighting on the lead lap. Looks who's back up to the top 3. Welcome back, the number 24 machine, Ricky Evans, who has been back and forth all over the field tonight. Got tied up in that first caution of the race with the number 24 machine. Yeah, go ahead. What happened? No, I'm fine, but just make sure we change the bitrate of the channel. I got us muted, but we need to go back. I'm going to be on push to talk, so you're just going to see me stay open. What's up? No, you're fine. Just whatever you want to do. Yeah, that's fine. Are you still spectating? Lap 46 here of 60 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And a fight for the lead is breaking out too wide here with Jason Meeks, Steve Boyer, and that familiar number 24 machine of Ricky Evans right there at the top 3 as they come into the tri-oval.
Yeah, you watch those first 3, and you can see how much you really have to get off the gas when you're going through turn 1 and 2. I mean, oh well, there goes 55 getting grabbed by that wall there. I mean,
that's right.
Real easy.
Looks like he was able to blend back in.
It's a good save by the 55, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Not sure if I'm banking on the 24 will be able to make this move here in the last few laps.
As we go back a little bit here, the number 3 machine spins out on the front stretch. Will that bring out our caution here at Charlotte Motor Speedway with less than 10 to go? Doesn't look like it. We're going to stay green.
I think the 03 saved it there. Looked like he had a really good run there, and he just overdid it just a little bit.
Yeah, definitely for sure got a little crazy there on the infield grass.
He's able to pick it back up though. He's got very minimal damage, so yeah, seems to make some good time though. I mean, those front 3, they're not letting up at all, so it's going to be hard for anybody outside of that pack to catch them.
Yeah, absolutely, it will be.
And if you look real close at 24, I haven't seen this yet in the race, but he seems to be working that middle line a lot better than what most people have been. I mean, in number 12, he's kind of getting shuffled out there, but you can see they're too wide and they're holding it. And both those lines, after some time in the track and you got some rubber down, looks like they're holding it pretty steady.
Yep. And 24 speaking on the inside now, filing back behind the number 12. 24's been all over this race tonight. And guys, I want to welcome Mason back up to the booth, who is unfortunately out of the race, but going to join us for the rest of the night. That 24 machine hanging pretty tough there with Steve Boyer in that 12, running just about, 1/100th slower last lap.
I think if he's going to make a move, he's going to have to lay back just a bit and see if he can get a better run on the going out of the turn. Because I mean, if you don't, I don't think he's going to have a lot of time to do it. If he's going to make his move, it's got to be in the next few laps.
Speaking of time, 9 laps to go here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and the 24 machine still just hanging back. I think you're right, Mason. I think we're going to be seeing him save some equipment here for the last 5 laps or so.
And one of the things a lot of people don't realize, I mean, it's not a plate track, but the draft really does work. And especially if you're getting right up on the 12th bumper, that 24 is looking for that opportunity to get some time. Oh, he's getting some sideways. That was
leaders wrecking here.
And they saved it. Wow. That was an awesome save by the 24 and the 12 car.
And it's, what's even more impressive is how much of a lead they had as they were able to,
we got a wreck.
Still wrecking.
Going into turn. Oh, that's going to call out our caution.
Yeah, there's our caution right there.
man.
With 8
And
to
it's
go
crazy.
here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
It's crazy. They had such a good save there, and I don't know what happened. I don't know where that. I think that they maybe have gotten a little bit too much into the throttle after they saved it, because they had it just fine, and I think it was right when they hit the trial. Well, that's just all hell broke loose at that point.
You know,
there was nothing they could do.
I wonder too if it has something to do with just somebody not willing to back out of it.
And you know, unfortunately, that's kind of what you gotta expect in this race. I mean, especially on this track, it's so hard to make a pass early in the race, and I mean, you can lose track positions with just the slightest mishap. I mean,
Absolutely.
it takes a lot to hold them out and really fight for that lead. Which they had a good run going. I hate that they lost it, but I think that if they just would have been a little bit easier on the throttle, they probably could have had it.
What was that with the 3 there spinning out that car?
Oh man, I missed that. I'm gonna have to let me go back and look at the replay there.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like the 3 got into somebody. Was that the 12 he got into? I'm almost certain it was.
I believe that was the 12 car.
Not quite sure what happened there, but let's point our attention to the front of the field and the guy who's been a hot topic tonight. Sheldon Atkins in that 42 machine coming down pit road. He came out of all of that as a leader, Mason, and I think, as you know, being in the race tonight, he's been involved in quite a bit of incidents.
Yeah, no, Sheldon, unfortunately enough, he runs his races amazingly, and he's got a bad streak of luck there. I mean, he really, I mean, if you watched it when the 12 and the 24, when they were starting to get loose, you saw Sheldon. He came flying by on that
Yeah, he
inside
did.
line, and fortunately enough, he was able to hold it. And it kind of sucks for the 12 and the 24, but I mean, Sheldon, he's really good. He sees that opening, and he loves to just, if he sees it, he takes it.
He's not patient though, and sometimes that looks like it's backfiring on him. And to add to that bad luck, the 42 machine here, as we were watching on the stream, having a little bit of trouble on pit road. Didn't seem like he hit that pit box just right. But let's go back to our leader, the guy we talked to just a few minutes ago. What was that as well? What is going on, Mason? The 18th under caution, who was the leader of this race, just got into the wall.
I got to be honest with you. I think it seems like the heat may be playing a little bit of tricks on their minds there, because it's a warm day. It seems like they might be getting a little bit too hot in those race cars. Sometimes you just you get too heated, and whether it's anger or physical heat, you're gonna lose your cool just a little bit, and sometimes you're off concentration. I mean, it don't take much,
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like he was able to maintain his pace, and he's still going to be in the lead, but I really wonder how that right front's going to look with just a few laps to go here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
It's going to be a shootout, and I got to be honest with you. I think if anybody has a chance, it's going to be Nicholas. He's been able to grab that inside line, and he's just making moves. He did kind of what the 24 was doing, and you wait, and you see just the slightest opening. You slide your way through there, and boom, that you can pick up the lead real quick. And it just depends on how Tyler here. There's no telling which way he'll run it. He might run the middle line and just see if he can get better runs off. But, I mean, that's up to driver skill at that point. I think the track settled in just enough where you can really get both grooves running. And
yeah,
he's going to pick the inside here, so we'll see how this turns out. I mean, Nicholas might be able to get a good restart.
He very well may.
Hold out.
And considering he's been all over this race tonight, leading our first 13, 14 laps or so here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, I mean, Nicholas and Sheldon both, they really have some great skill, and they have some of the best situational awareness that I've seen out of most drivers. They're able to just find those spots, and it takes a lot of deduction and time to figure out, okay, if I do this, let's see if this cancels this out, and maybe I'll get through it. And fortunately enough, Nicholas and Sheldon, they both have that really, really, really well situational awareness, I guess, is for lack of better words.
No, and that's a great term, guys. And speaking of situational awareness, and I know that's a rough transition, but you're watching live this broadcast of the Tomorrow's Racing League's Thursday night practice race here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below if you like what you see. If you don't like what you see, leave us some feedback. As the exclusive provider of Tomorrow's Racing Leagues is Team Fitz Gaming. Follow us on Twitter at Team FITTS Gaming for more content, including live broadcasts of the Tomorrow Racing League's Xfinity and Car of Tomorrow races. So, Mason, if you had to pick anybody, if you had to pick one driver that's still running out of this field, who do you think could be a sleeper as we get down into turn 3?
I got to be honest with you. I think if anybody really has a chance, it just may be Seth or even Nicholas. I mean, you see Ryan. Ryan does a really good job on the short runs, but it's really easy to burn your right sides up. And doing that, your right front's going to take the most damage out of all of it. And you burn it down too much, you may be fast on the short runs, but if you look, you see Nicholas, who's kind of held back a little bit. Same with Sheldon, and they've both been able to really close that gap on a longer run because they just save. I think that if anybody has the chance, it's going to be Sheldon, Seth, or Nicholas. I think that the number 6 and the number 18, they both have a really good opportunities to do it, but I don't know if they can close out with how they run their short runs.
Absolutely, and it looks like we're getting still too wide as Nicholas comes out of the lead here into turn 3, or I'm sorry, in the 3 car. Actually, no, looks like he got a little loose there as well. Seth Noel came out of nowhere for the lead. Man, with 4 laps to go here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, it looks like this could be anybody's race.
I think that if at this point, it's all up to Seth. Seth has to keep that gap as wide as possible. The last thing that he wants is to see Nicholas get closer in his mirror. And like I said earlier, that draft on this track, a lot of people don't realize it, but you do pick up speed, and that speed really can make a difference. It can win you the race. And if you look, like Tyler, I mean, I think that he ran the short run, and it's burned his stuff up. And now you see Nicholas, with him getting loose right there, it burned just a tad bit of his tires off, and now he's losing positions. And you see Sheldon coming up on the inside.
There we go.
Again, I think that Seth is going to have to keep that gap as wide as he possibly can to win this race.
Absolutely.
It's anybody's ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Sheldon in the 42 machine up to P3 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. George Garcia as well up to P2, an unfamiliar name that we haven't really talked about a whole lot.
Woo, man. Oh. And we got a wreck on the backstretch. Number 12 car, the 25
Wow.
car. All
Looks like
involved in that.
everybody piled up back there, including that 3 machine.
Yep, I don't think we're going overtime. That's going to be the official race, and I think Seth definitely picked up that win, and he opened up that gap, like I said, and he was able to hold on as long as he possibly could.
Those guys, if they would have just gotten everybody lined up and went for a run, they probably could have had something for you there, or something for Seth. But like as you said, I don't think we're going to overtime tonight, and it looks like Seth could come out of here with the win as they get piled up back under the pace car here. Man, and another thing to look at who's going to finish in second. How about that? The troublemaker himself. Oh, as a wrecking on the pace lap, checking up into turn 3.
I don't think they're having a lot of. There's not a lot of love on that race.
No, there's not. No, as Ryan tries to spin the 42.
Oh man. And, I mean, like I said, I called it. I think there were 3 racers that really had a perfect opportunity.
And who was number 1 on that list, and where is he right now?
Exactly. I think that Seth had the ample opportunity. I think that he saved a lot of his tires most of that race. And you saw he had a couple of issues. When I was still driving, I could see him behind me. He got a little bit tight going into 1 and 2 a couple of times. And, it sucks because that right side damage can make a difference. But he was able to hold out. And what he did was he kept it going, he kept pushing, and he was able to save this stuff. And that gap, I don't know if you noticed, but he was in another zip code after that restart. He was able to pick off Nicholas, and there was 5 car lengths between him.
At some points, he was over a second ahead there with 2 laps to go when that caution came out. So he definitely had a big gap on him. Let's see if we could get our winner down here and see if he will be happy to give us an interview. Seth, you got a copy?
I hear.
Hey, Seth. So, man, what did you do coming out of nowhere for that win?
No, they had the speed. It's just all about that track position there late in the race. Once we got that track position, we were able to just fly away.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will give him the credit. There's one man in the broadcast booth tonight who had you picked out with about 6 or 7 to go. I'll let you take a guess as to who it was, because it certainly wasn't me.
Seth, and I told Sean.
I take my guess about it.
I told Sean, I said, there's 3 people. He'd asked me who he thinks would have the chance, and I told him, I said, I think that the 4 car, he's definitely saved a bit. I think that the 03 still has a chance, and the 42, and they're, we could see you. I told him specifically, if he can keep that gap as wide as he possibly can, the win's his. And fortunately enough, you were able to you flew by after that restart. So congratulations on that win, and I'm glad you were able to, hold that out and get that win under your belt there. That was awesome.
Thank you, and thank you, Sean, for the broadcast.
Yeah, absolutely. As the 4 car continues to burn it down on the front stretch, Man, what an exciting 60 laps here of racing at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I don't think there was any disappointment whatsoever, and it was just as good as he blows it up there on the front stretch. It was just as good tonight as it was last night in a 30-lap race. Mason, what else do we got coming up? Is there any other races we think we could see broadcasted?
I'm not sure if we'll be racing again tonight, but I can tell you for sure that tomorrow, I believe today's Thursday, correct? Yeah, so tomorrow night we're going to have the official Xfinity race here, and it's going to be about 135 laps, so y'all be sure to tune in and check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Going to have some really good racing there, and who knows, maybe Seth will be able to pick up the second win. I was able to win the last race that we ran at Daytona, and, you know, it takes a lot, and it's really intense, and like I said, saving those tires, if Seth can do the same thing tomorrow night, it's going to be a win under his belt for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mason, just to verify one more time, what's the easiest way to come over here and join tomorrow's racing league and have such great drivers to drive with?
You know, when I started this, my first I guess expectation was not to get as big as we did, as quick as we did, and fortunately enough, Sean has come through with his channel, and he's given us the opportunity to broadcast it and take the brand even further. So, you know, when I first started it was shocking to me that now we're 50 members in with, you know, full races every night we host, and it's a lot of fun. So if you ever see any of the people that you see in these races, Seth, Sheldon, Nicholas, Jacob, a lot of these guys, they're more than happy to get you set up. So you can either look up the name through the directory, or if you see their names, you know, just say, hey, I saw you guys, I'm interested, and I'm sure we'll be able to hook anybody up.
Yeah, absolutely, Mason. Well, listen, thank you for joining us mid-race there. I think you had a great some nice information to the broadcast, I think, anyway. And so that's going to terminate, or that's going to end it for us. Terminate it. That's such a poor choice of words. We went all night without something crazy, and it happens right there at the end. But just like the race, we're going to wrap it up here. Make sure you follow along. Join us tomorrow night for another amazing race here with tomorrow's Racing League and the Team Fitz Gaming. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, hit that notification bell, all the goodies, and we'll catch you next time.
Appreciate you guys showing up.